Welcome back to the Wafflehouse in Exandria. Brackets and Emmerdale in the background, close brackets. A resume from last week. JC, winner of the inspiration dice.
Yes, I remembered the what was it, the plot hook that JC just completely ignored at the time.
Too late.
Yeah. Cool.
Pearls before swine. Pearls before swine.
Alright, last time on the Wafflehouse, the group decides to trust the new guy that just tried to off them after Lewin decides, meh, why not? And then proceeds to buff him to the hilt, just in case he decided to give it another go to make it easier. Luckily though, just in time for another band of ruminants emerged from the tree line, howling, but after seeing the buffed Mr. Darcy, they decided to retreat back into the forest, unknowing that they were just the scouts of a horde of demons led by half snake, half lady named Marilith. Came out from the undergrowth and charged. However, after several fireballs, arrows, spells, and bludgeoning woohoos, they were dispatched within due course. Mr. Darcy, Phomos, and Lewin retreated into Phomos' ring, which he entrusted to JC, for better or worse, for safekeeping. JC and Dak continued into the forest, JC knowing exactly where to go without any worries of getting lost. After a short time, they found and started following a random path that seemed to be heading in the right direction. However, the fauna and flora seemed to be getting more and more like the Feywild. JC, being a master navigator, had no worries and kept marching onwards. After a while, the forest started getting very spidery, to which JC very bravely decided to protect Dak by regrouping them together. With Darcy leaving the ring to help the spiders to retreat, however, it was not for the Wafflehouse, it was for the hordes of pitlins barreling down on them. However, they were just the appetizer, as whilst they were being dispatched with, an ominous black sphere emerged from the mist that seemed to be irradiating a lot of heat, from which some very weird-looking creatures appeared. However, after some more valiant efforts, they were dealt with, at least for now.
Very good. Very good. And actually, unusually, somebody's done an accurate resume.
Well, what you last week's video kind of helped.
It does, doesn't it?
It's all about entertainment over information.
Exactly. So the Waffle House in the verdant expanse, heading towards Singorn. The time is ticking. They are in the verdant expanse. Behind them, they hear the screams and howls of the demonic hordes. The forest is being consumed by these creatures from the abyss. That was the wrong music for that. And the creatures from the abyss, the Waffle House, skulk and hide and retreat. They are not far now from Singorn. You smell burning in the air. There are squadrons of these pitlings that fly overhead behind the hordes of of the abyss, are baying. But they seem to be content just destroying the trees, the forests of the verdant expanse. Ahead, Lewin, you start to know this area. You recognise some of the trees around where you are. Ahead is the village of Hybera. You know this is on a ley line. And you approach it. It is ominously quiet. JC, you smell soot in the air.
Yep. Gets up my nose. I sneeze a lot.
You do sneeze a lot. And I am just going to put you there. Can you have a marching order for me, please?
Well, if it's anything like the last one, it'd probably be JC at the front.
Good God, at last! The scout is at the front.
We're all in trouble.
Yep. JC's at the front. Who's next?
Oh, I'll go next.
Am I
You'll
still
probably
in,
need
I think I'm
direction.
still. Yeah.
I think you're still in the ring, yeah.
Ring. I am.
So.
Okay, that's fine.
Lord Darcy.
So depending what hand I have out front, Phomos could be leading.
Yeah.
Are you still in the ring, or did you come out at the end of the fight last week?
No, because I'm sitting there resting.
Oh no,
I think
you were
I just
sitting
have
there.
to-
Everybody else. Lewin came out, didn't he?
Yeah, I came out. Yes.
Phomos here.
I made a tactical decision to stay in the
Yeah.
ring, and I have changed what scroll I'm looking for. I'm now looking for a level 4 spell called Sickening Radiance.
Okay, so it is JC followed by Dersius, followed by
Yeah, Dak will go in the middle.
and then Lewin at the back. Yep.
Sure, why not?
Well,
I
it
guess
depends
I'm
what
at the
Lewin
back
says.
then.
Lewin at the back. Okay, JC, can you make a perception roll for me, please?
23.
Okay, so you smell the soot in the air. You hear crackling of fires. There is a light fog around here, so everything is a little bit obscured. Dak, are you a water elemental still?
I would have been, yeah.
You're still a water elemental, okay? So you sloshing around. The air around you is actually quite moist, and it's quite nice to do that. Are you sure? Are you still? Are you?
I'm pretty sure I am. Mike, you watched the end of the video, was I?
Yes. No. You're still a water elemental. So you're walking. So
Yeah,
you're walking
okay.
about. You were going about 4 or 5 hours. Foresight is now down. It is running towards the end of the day, and the sun is starting to set. There is gloom in the sky. You can see soot in the air as the forest is burning and being consumed behind you.
Do I see sweep as well?
Sorry?
Do I see sweep as well?
You do, and Sue's there. And Mr. Corbett.
What a scamp.
So you, Phomos is still in the room,
It took me a minute.
and you come across Hybera. You're on a dirt track. It looks well trodden. Ahead of you, you see a burning building. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you see the
I can
village?
see that.
So
Yes.
you hear
Yeah.
there is a windmill in the town which is burning. The sails are on fire. JC, you see upturned carts and you see bodies on the ground.
Yeah. Any bodies that I may or may not recognise.
From here, you really couldn't tell. There's basically everything is lightly obscured because of the fog. The air, there's smoke in the air from the fires which are burning, and they're still raging burning, so they haven't been going for that long.
Yeah. I'll turn to Dak and say, Dak, just want to put some of these fires out if you can.
Dak's just going to gesture with his arms, like large, as in they're a bit big.
Fair enough.
No, you give up far too easily, Cat.
Feel free, Darcy, if you want to go put some fires out.
Oh no, I don't think we should. But you should stay the course next time. If you think it's a good idea.
Well, I might help them destroy our village, but you know, if that can't do it, he can't do it. You know, don't want to belittle him.
That's fine. I'm seeing obviously a big burnt village in front of me. Is there any sign of movement as I just glance over what I see in front of
Make
me?
a perception roll, please, with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
5. Your eyes are getting full of smoke. It's quite dense and cloying around here. Part of that is tears. You know this town. You have been this village. You have been here in your youth. It used to be a vibrant crossroads. It is silent. You do not see movement.
Oh, a great shame. They used to do the most splendid waffles in this village. But I can't see anything ahead, so maybe we should fan out to see if we can find anything.
Just keep an eye out, just in case anything sneaks up on us, I suppose.
I'm just going to make my way over to the door of this house here, and if I just open the door, is there anything inside?
The door's open. Inside, you can see there is. It looks like it's been sort of ransacked or broken, or there's chairs turned over, tables on the floor. There's broken crockery.
Ugh, this looks like Brick's house. Doesn't appear to be anything alive around here. I suppose if we're to head off this rampaging horde at the head, maybe we should make our way through town. It seems as though there's little we can do here anymore.
Sounds a good idea to me.
Makes sense.
Keep your eyes out.
So you see carriages in the turned over, and you see bodies on the floor.
Well, I will continue making my way over. Just saying, any chance anyone here still coughing or moving or screaming in pain?
Make a medicine roll for me, please.
Oh boy, medicine?
Yeah.
It's a 12.
Okay, so they're not moving. These people you see close by are obviously dead. There's a carriage which has been tipped over. There's a number of carriages being tipped over. Could you make an intelligence roll for me, please?
Yes, I can. It's a 16.
So one of these carriages has got a bright ribbon on the side. And you recognise that from the refugees from who you were protecting.
Indeed I do. Just making a way quick through as I sort of glance at what's left of these corpses. Any of them memorable in any way? Have I seen any of their faces before, even at a glance?
They're basically dirty-looking humans. There's a dwarf there as well. You don't recognise any of these particularly here.
I don't recognise any of these poor sods, but...
Actually, make an insight roll for me, please.
Insight, yes. Yeah. 18.
18. Actually, you glance up here. You recognise the rather flamboyant brocade of Federico.
Oh no!
Oh dear, your gigolo has died, dear sis.
Let's just run over to him. I can't currently move there since I've been eaten by Dak. I've become one with the blob. Thank you.
It's alright, I was caught completely off guard by Lewis saying gigolo.
And you can see he's holding in his hand a small knife, and rigor mortis has already started to set in.
Tremendous shame. How did this happen? I thought our entire purpose was holding back this rampaging force. Have they already managed to get round us so quickly? Yes, that must be it.
It would seem so.
Yeah, I can only confirm in bubbles, so I'm not a very good conversationalist at the moment.
It's a very big forest, and we're a very small team.
JC, you realise that you got a little bit lost on the way here, and maybe your route was a bit more meandering than it perhaps could have been.
Yeah, got taken the sights, the scenery.
Yeah.
JC's killed more people.
I personally haven't.
That's what happens when you fail survival rolls. So it's very quiet around here.
This all feels terribly off to me in some sense. Perhaps I should use that scroll of spending. No,
Spending?
that's not it. Sending, that's the one. The spending scroll is how much it costs.
What does it do?
Consider if you imagine a device in your hands that you could put to your ear and speak with someone far away.
Why would you put it to your ear if you were speaking?
You know what? I've never really considered that. It just seems a natural thing to do, to place it next to your ear.
Huh.
Okay.
Who are you talking to?
So you get the scroll out. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to confirm with the team as well. Is this the right time to do it?
If you so wish.
Yeah.
Who are you sending to?
So there was the gentleman we spoke to just outside the the Emerald Keep. Sorry, I'm just going through my notes to find his name.
Was he with this lot? 'Cause if he was, it might be worth seeing if he's here and dead before you send to him.
Okay, that is actually a very good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you and what have you done with Mr. Darcy?
Okay. So you can see there are carriages and there are wagons which have been overturned, and there are dead bodies littered around. You reckon it possibly about a dozen dead bodies. You know that there were several hundred people in the refugee column.
Oh man, I've still got references back to Horus the Androsphinx in here. That's not use at the moment. Where is his name?
Who do you wish to talk to?
We need a spell of sending phone book.
It's not Will Coxon. He's dead.
The phone book will have a lot of people struck off of it.
I can just imagine Lewin's pulled it like a Rolodex and he's just going around and going, "Oh, I know him. Yeah, he's dead." I'm just trying to find out a bit.
Oh, he's disintegrated. Oh no.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Still owe them money.
Okay. Oh, come on. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Where did I put it? Irritatingly, it's not in either of my normal locations. So where I write my notes. Did I stupidly not write his name down?
So he has slipped from your mind. You cannot remember who he is.
Yeah, not at the moment. I'm just going through my notes to see if I can find him.
So this is from you're talking about from the...
So there was a gentleman we met at the Emerald Keep who was leading this band of refugees. He asked us to stay behind for a bit. He wasn't at the Emerald Keep.
He was actually at the point you've just left. The
area.
Where you got you stood your ground. That's a person who was leading the refugees, and there was Captain. Yes. Aramis and there was Sergeant Portos. Captain Aramis was the one you wanted to give the scroll of sending to. He just he said he didn't know how to use it.
Yeah, and also he said it would make more sense to contact him rather than him contacting us. That'll be who I'm looking for. Oh look, there we go, Aramis with no notes or anything next to him, just the name.
That's helpful.
That's a great note.
Mystery name.
Also, I've probably spelled it incorrectly, but
So, what are the rest of you doing? As Lewin's sitting there, sort of scratching his head and polishing his monocle.
That was me misclicking. Ignore that.
And the
Hello?
Hello? So what are the rest of you doing?
Which country am I speaking to?
What's your country code? Dak will.
You like to accept the collect call.
While Lewin's having a think, Dak's going to just go around and check all the bodies to make sure none of them are in fact still breathing.
Okay, could you make a medicine roll for me, please?
Sure. Medicine. 26.
26. So as you check them all, one of the things you see is some of them have a few scrapes and scars that they've been attacked by a demon's claws, but mostly you think these people have been killed by being stampeded and trampled on. And you find the body of Federico. You don't recognise the others.
Interesting. Well, I've got no way of communicating that to the others, and I'm not mimicking a cow running through squashing people, so they're just going to have to pretend like they don't know that.
Here we go. Right, Aaron A. Aronson. Oh, Aramis! That was him! I've wondered. Right, if no one is in disagreement, I will try and contact this Aramis and see what his situation is.
Okay. How many words do you have?
25.
Okay. Can somebody keep an eye on the word? Count the words for me, and he does them. Okay, so you can have the scroll.
I can't count.
So yes, I unfurl the scroll and cast out the
sparkles as you
sigils.
do it in the Fey environment around you.
Ooh, I hope this doesn't go any wrong. Can I
just say, last week we forgot to do any of the wild magic surges.
Brilliant. Do I need to do these with scrolls or?
Yes, you do. Yeah, because you're still casting the spell.
Does the effect go first, then the wild magic surge?
The effect goes first, and then it's a wild magic surge. Yeah.
Brilliant. In 25 words or less, focusing on.
So I will do the wild magic surge for you, shall I?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so you cast the spell.
I cast sending, and in Lewin's voice, and hopefully in Aramis's mind, you hear, Aramis, this
Suddenly,
is Lewin.
the rest of you just see there's a potted plant on the ground. And the leaves just shake slightly, and you hear the slight words of Gronda Gronda. That's about it.
We do seem to get the potted plant quite often, don't we?
We really do.
It is number 42 on the table for obvious reasons.
Of course it is. What other numbers would it be?
And the rest of you smell. This is a vanilla plant.
Oh dear, that's happened again, has it?
Yeah, it seems that way.
How long does this usually last?
And as you're talking, the potted plant then just comes back, and Lewin is standing there, smelling of vanilla.
Well, that was.
That was.
I feel as though. Aramis, quick! Are you okay? Send location. Wafflehouse calling.
Got 7 words.
Yep.
Are you okay? We're on our way.
Stop.
Hey, not bad.
You didn't get to the okay. So are you okay? We are. I'm glad to hear you're okay. We got attacked by the demons, the strange demons. You know, they were like a little bit like how'd you say? They're a little bit like That's it.
Amazing.
I sometimes regret the verbose nature of our species. But what a wonderful way with words we have.
You should do it in German because they can make like 28 words just one.
I am the Obermensch.
Take them towards the Krankenhaus.
So the rest of you see sort of Lewin sort of stumbling a little bit, and that's the response you get.
Well, good news, everyone. Captain Aramis and at least some of the refugees are still alive, given the intriguingly verbose nature of his response. Alas, I have gained no useful information whatsoever from his response, but he is indeed alive.
Well, he doesn't have a particularly high arcana roll, so he's not going to know how to use this thing. There's this random voice mumbling and saying random things, and then said that.
That's so good.
Somewhere else, he's still talking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The good news is, Lewin's hair's never looked so slick and clean, almost as though it's had sort of vanilla oil run through it.
and you do slightly smell of ice cream.
I smell delicious.
Phomos, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm quite enjoying watching the ineptitude of the Waffle House waffling, to be honest.
Okay, could you just make an arcana roll for me, please?
Yep. Arcana.
No problem.
27.
You find the scroll you're looking for.
Awesome, fantastic. In which case, I will bring that out with me, and I'll put that in my pocket.
Okay. Only lasts for 24 hours, you know that. And then the non-chaos realm of limbo, the non-limbo air will destroy it. Okay.
Aha, no worries. It's a timed holy hand grenade. Fantastic.
Yep. Lord Darcy, what are you doing?
Darcy, yes. So, Dak, when you were going around and checking out bodies and things like that, Dersius has kind of joined you, and he's sort of following you around. And obviously, you can't really talk.
No.
So he's a bit out of sorts, to be honest. You don't know him that well, but says to you, Federico, I was really looking forward to a good night of fun with him. I just got that feeling he's one of those people that would really do anything, you know. And then he starts going into kind of excruciating detail of all the plans that he had with Federico. And all the things he was hoping to do with him. And, you know, you do this when you first meet someone because obviously it's just good manners to be like outgoing with this guy. But then I thought he'd get into some of the really fun stuff. Yeah, he goes off and describes it all to you.
Could you just make a perception?
You are a really good.
Could you make a perception roll for me, please, Lord Darcy?
Certainly can. You are a good listener, Dak.
Mm-hmm. Can you make a perception roll?
Yep.
He would be, but he's slunk off.
Well, that's just rude.
And you don't realise.
Phomos will walk up to Dersius and say, well, he's not going to be much use now unless you want him to be a portable grenade.
Well, there's no need for him to go to waste, I suppose.
We can send him off with a bang. And with that, I'm going to pull out my portable hole and I'm going to start pulling him by his legs to put him inside the portable hole.
What makes it funnier is that, by definition, grenades are portable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It's fine. You know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, just
so you easy enough managed to drop him into the portable hole.
What's a grenade?
Lovely. Justice, if you wouldn't mind, would you like to help me just put a couple of these others in? I'll let you pick one. I'll pick the other. I'd like to put in 3. I'd like to put 3 corpses in the portable hole, please. Total.
Right.
So there'll be 4.
Bigger ones will go with the bigger bang, so he just picks up the biggest, fattest henchman.
And 3 of the dead bodies are now in the portable hole. On top of the other dead bodies you've got in there.
This is one other dead body. It was a lady that we wanted to put in there.
You now have a travelling morgue.
Yeah. Is yield determined by their body weight?
Yeah. And you're going round ringing a bell saying, "Bring out your dead." JC, what are you doing? Whilst the others seem to be doing something strange and burying the bodies in the portal. On top of your money, JC, on top of your money.
Trying to find the will to live. I will be going. You better not be tarnishing my money.
No, the only things they'll be tarnishing is our enemies.
Mm-hmm. You'll be cleaning it. And then other than that, I'll also be looking around the bodies for any loot that might be laying about.
Okay. Could you make for me, please, a it'd be an investigation roll for me, please.
Investigation of a 20.
Okay. Well, you managed to find about 20 copper pieces worth of coins. These guys did not have much money. There were just rags, pots and pans, and shovels, and just basically there's not. They don't have much. These people. What you have, you've down taken from them.
Yeah.
So you're looking around. So you're up here now. Make a perception roll for me, please. I'm going to give you advantage on this as well.
30.
Meow.
Oh, God.
You hear a pathetic howling sound.
JC's ears is going to go sort of airplane mode and go flat.
And with a 30, you realise the noise is coming from there's a well just here.
JC will carefully approach the well and have a look.
With a 30, you look down. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
You do. You see the well about 15 feet down. You see a body floating in it.
I'm going to assume it's a body that I recognise.
It's face down. Can't tell. It's at the bottom. With dark vision, your vision is not great. You need a bit of light to be able to see.
Yeah. Oh, in that case, do I still? I'm pretty sure I still have that. I do. I will pick up a random rock that's next to me, and I will do the cantrip light on it, and I will drop it into the well.
And bonk it on the head.
Well, you could use your mage hand just to float it down if you wish.
Yeah, actually, I very rarely use my mage hand, so yes, I will. I'll do that.
Okay, so you see there's a corpse lying there in travel robes. You see ears poking through the hood, and you can see next to her there is a basket, and in it you can see a bit of movement. And you can see two sets of eyes looking back at you.
Now, I'm going to assume the basket and this individual is going to be too heavy for the mage hand to pull up, isn't it?
You can try it with the mage hand if you want.
I will very carefully try and lift the basket with the mage hand.
And it lifts easily.
I'll bring it up to the top.
And as you do that, the body turns over and you see the face of Soul Gem.
Yeah.
She is dead.
God damn it.
Congratulations, Daddy.
And you pick up the basket, and there are two kittens' eyes still closed there.
Yeah. I will take the.
They're wet and they're cold, and their fur is matted with mud.
Yeah. I will bring the basket back down towards Lewin, and I will ask him if he can prestidigitate the kittens to be warm and dry.
Oh, goodness me. Yes, here you go, kitties. And with that, there's a prestidigitation, and suddenly these tiny little kittens are entirely dry, but like a horrible blow drying, all their hair is now just vertically blown upwards.
There are fluff balls there. And you can see they're trying to muzzle. They're hungry.
I will look at Dak, and I will say about the whole food thing. Can he do that, or is it Phomos?
I can, but I don't really know if what I can make is going to be of any use here for babies.
Is there?
It's just water.
Nah, they need milk. Does any of these buildings look like there's a good chance I will find milk in them?
These are buildings that people lived in. There is a tavern here. Sorry, there's a church here. There is a tavern that is here. There's a windmill which is on fire. A lot of these buildings look broken into. There are houses around.
Well, can I leave the kittens with... Who's the most trustworthy?
No.
I think I'll take them with me.
Into the burning building we go.
Dersis might not be the worst shout, because to be honest, he's probably the least likely out of all of us to know what he's looking for in regards to these cats, right?
Well, it's more because I was going to go look. But obviously, it'd be easier than carrying the basket around with me. Dersis, I entrust you to look after these kittens. Do not hurt them, or I will hurt you.
Why would I hurt them?
Dersis, they look like they can make great gloves.
Ooh. Nice.
Dersis, no. And that'll be that sort of no where you're about to bat a dog on the nose because it's done something wrong.
Well, you are 4'10" and he is like 6'6".
But I'm a mean kitty.
And he's thick.
Yes.
The capital F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got this 5 foot square that my token is on, and I'm using all of it.
He's like 5 foot cube.
Exactly.
Roll. And with that being said, I will go and search inside the tavern. Well, various buildings starting with the tavern until I find some milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll help as well. I'll look in this building to myself, just here.
Okay, so JC, you do find some milk in there. You see in the tavern there are gouges in the wooden desks, the wooden tabletops that are there, look like claw marks.
Would I recognise the sort of claws in question? Like more like big creature, small creature, things with all
Big
fighting.
big creature claws.
Yay! Well, when I return with said milk, I'll explain to others what I see, and obviously I'll then start feeding these kittens some milk.
And they suckle it up. It's not something you're used to doing. Could you actually make actually, you've got Jack of all. You've got this thing, haven't you? So you know how to do this.
Under that.
Yeah.
You know how to do this, and you actually you take one of your gloves and you turn it into a teat, and you successfully feed the kittens.
Yep.
And as you're doing that, you hear a boom, boom, boom.
Ah, goddammit.
Boom. Around you, you hear snarling. Boom. Boom. It's like almost like feet stamping the ground as one. Boom.
Very quickly before we get. Very quickly, just as a quick little thing, right? It says rules as written, or as it's explained, anything the target is wearing or carrying. So if I cast invisibility on myself with the basket and the kittens that I am technically carrying,
yes,
also turning,
yes, it would.
I will cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I think get inside one of these buildings and we hunker down and we just try and stay quiet and let them pass.
Well, we seem to be next to this building, so
and
we
you
go in
hear
there.
noises. Yep. Okay, so you're going to hide. Could you all make stealth rolls for me, please? JC, you don't bother because you're going to succeed.
I'm going to be invisible as well because I can cast it on myself.
Okay. Okay.
The vanilla Lewin will give us away.
doing, ding, 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 ding. Lewin just backs into a series of pans at the side.
So
Darcy,
Lewin, you actually back into Dersius. And basically, you both there are a row of bottles along a countertop, and you just knock them all over.
He did that.
You hear Phomos hiss, "You bloody idiots!"
It was the wizard.
I don't think they heard us.
Tell you what, if you turn back into a potted plant, you'll be a bit quieter.
You just smell of vanilla. Okay. So 20. In fact, actually, JC, could you make a stealth roll for me? You have disadvantage because the cats are mewling, but you're going to get bonuses as well because you're invisible. So that's 28. So it's 28, 21, 9, and 4.
Shall I roll as well, even though I'm invisible as well?
Oh yes, please. Yep. You're invisible, so I'm going to give you advantage. So 20.
20.
Okay.
Do I still have foresight?
No, that's gone down now. JC, you look out of a window.
Foresight is 8 hours.
Yeah, you've had it up for more than 8 hours.
Okay.
You see these Slaad walking through the village.
Yep. I suppose we don't have the message thing up, do we? So we can't talk to each other, can we?
They're sniffing the air. And you can hear a drum. And they are moving through the buildings. You guys are just hiding, yep? You're hunkering down.
I am indeed hunkering down. Oh, wait! There's only one set of creatures here which can't control or understand the situation they're in. So around JC and the what I'm assuming are kittens, Lewin is just going to drop one of these.
Okay. And suddenly there's silence. It's quiet then.
If it helps, JC will draw kindness and hold it ready to defend the kittens.
Blimey, I thought you said you were about to pull kindness out to just hold it next to one of them.
Hush, kitten.
Make a noise.
I've got a hostage. Don't get any closer.
You'll be a glove before you know it.
There is a green Slaad here, JC, which you see, and it just launches a chaos bolt into the windmill, and part of the sails disintegrate, and they just laugh. And you can see them going through the buildings one at a time.
My mage hand would still be up.
Dim, in the building we're in, where are the doors?
Doors. Basically, you can get out of any of these windows or doors. The windows are broken. The doors are off the lunches. You can get out wherever you need to.
Good question. My mage hand would still be up, wouldn't it?
If you wish it to be still up, yeah.
Right. Which one of these Slaads look to be? There's two parts to this question. Right. Which one looks to be the leader? Which one looks to be the dumbest?
Of which group?
Of the Slaads.
Well, you can only see these ones over here.
Yeah, it'll be the ones at this side of the building.
So you know that the green Slaads tend to be the more intelligent.
Cool. Which ones look to be the dumbest?
If only you could tell that by looking.
It's hard to know. None of them are particularly intelligent.
Can I'll let you pick either red Slaad,
Yeah.
Basically, the one where the green Slaad's looking away from.
Yeah.
Can I launch, using my invisible mage hand, a rock at the back of the green Slaad's head and make it sort of come across like the red Slaad was the one who threw it?
30 feet. Not at the moment. You can't. No.
Okay. Well, can I hold that for if that becomes an option?
Yep. Okay.
Brilliant. I want to make them fight themselves.
As I'm invisible, I can go around to others and whisper and just say, I have an idea. When they finish searching the house below us, we can make a distraction and sneak into that house, because they're probably going to check here.
Good plan.
Okay, and I'll whisper over to JC as well. And obviously I'm going to have to verbally describe to them, because I'm not able to. I don't want to drop invisibility, but I'm basically saying to come out this way, and the plan is essentially to come out the bottom here and then just get into this house opposite if we create a distraction.
Yes, only one potential downside with this sound, which is both Dersius and I here are incredibly loud.
And
Just got
silence
some extra
goes
foley
down.
there.
Silence goes down, and you hear a cat. No,
Lloyd just refocuses again as the viewing disappears again.
It's better than an open fight right now.
JC, you still having to feed the kittens?
Yep. I'll be one hand holding kindness, the other hand holding the glove.
Who's holding the kittens then?
Between
Well,
his knees.
Effectively, yeah. Yeah, they are.
Okay. Okay.
As I'm invisible to them, does it look like they're coming towards this house?
You know they're going to end up coming. They know they're going to come into here.
Okay. I'm going to basically instruct everyone to get to that door and get ready to go across to see if we can get this to work. And
You think
what I would like to
potentially
do.
you could be able to hide in this house? There are.
Oh, do you think?
There are. This is a tavern. There is a trapdoor down into a cellar where ale and thing is kept.
In which case, I suggest we take refuge in the trapdoor down the trapdoor instead, rather than going outside and quickly.
Okay, JC, you don't know this because you are invisible and silenced, and you're looking out. Okay. Dak is leaving a trail of slime and water behind.
No, there's a verbal component to cast prestidigitation, so I can't do anything at the moment.
Okay.
So I am
And you
as
can hear
quiet.
these Slaad talking to themselves and. These ones get closer. Could you make an attack? If you know that if you do this with a mage hand, JC, invisibility will go down. Counts as an attack.
Fair enough. Oh, I want to have some fun, but I better not. Kittens' lives are more important, so I won't.
Okay. His Slaad gets here, and he's suddenly quiet, and he looks confused. And they're all making strange noises, and they come to where the silence sphere is. And
If they get too close,
this
what?
Slaad starts to come in.
Oh, fuck.
Well, you can see that's what he's going to do. What are you going to do? The rest of you have found a trapdoor. You've opened it, and you can get down into the cellar.
I am going. Oh God, yeah, I'm going to be down this cellar as well. I think I'd like to be peeking a little bit if I can, but I don't want us to get caught.
Does it require? Which one component of the V is verbal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bugger, can't do that. I was going to do like a major image of the inside of the thing to look like it's all been ransacked and empty, but I can't.
It does look like it's been ransacked.
Yeah, but I mean, I could literally be standing there and you wouldn't see me because you wouldn't be able to see through the major image, but can't because of the voice side of it. I'm going to hunker right down, and
Okay.
I will hold kindness.
So there are broken tables. You can do that. So this red Slaad comes in, and he sniffs the air, and he's quiet. You hear nothing from him at all. He is going to make a check. And he comes round to where your table is, and you just dart round the other side, and it's quiet. You can hear one of the kittens is starting to sob, but no sound comes out. And the red Slaad looks. He puts a claw onto the ground and smells the milk, licks it with a long tongue, and then carries on moving this way. The rest of you in the cellar, what are you doing? It's only a small cellar. It's only about 20 foot. It's got casks of ale and wine in there, and some wheels of cheese, as always.
Ooh, excellent. Apart from the stairway we came down out of the main building, is there any other way out that we can see?
It's a cold room. Your air is condensing in front of you. It's used to keep everything cold.
So, I wonder if Dak can sort of loosen his form a bit, because he could just pretend to be a puddle of water. The rest of us, however, I'm focusing on silence still, which is helping JC, so I can't cast anything else. So what I'm going to do, my best, is to try and hunker down behind a rather large barrel of ale or wine of some kind.
Okay, what are you going to do about the trapdoor on the top?
Is it still open or is it shut?
I assume you shut it as you went down.
Yeah, we shut it behind it. Is there any way we look as though we could bar it?
There's nothing really you could do that with him. Dirtis could try and do it, of course, because he's a strong git.
And we don't want to really make any noise, right? If we start moving stuff around now while they're in the building, it's going to cause us problems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to try and hold it. If there's something on the inside that can be held, that is, of course.
There's a handle. You know, this trapdoor is an obvious trapdoor. It's not. It's the sort of thing that people may look at, unless it's hidden or disguised.
Oh, well, it's a bit late for that.
I'm gonna do something, but only if it looks like they go to open the trapdoor, because I can do this in like a split second. So I am going to, whilst I have my invisibility up, if for any reason that trapdoor opens, I will drop my invisibility and then I will recast the invisibility upcast so I can make everyone in the cellar invisible.
Okay.
But I don't want to do it unless I absolutely have to.
Okay, so you hear sniffing around and you hear things being broken.
Ooh.
And
can I do that? Why?
And you hear the trapdoor starts to rattle. And you see, those with dark vision see a couple of claws go through the trapdoor and start to pull it up.
Okay, in which case, if that's when I'll do it, I will drop the invisibility and then re-upcast it using the 9th level, and I will make everyone invisible.
Okay. And the trapdoor is opened fully, and you see a big red face. It's got 4 eyes, this Slaad. Long forked tongue, and it eyes seem to be glowing. It looks around, and you almost feel like there's a torch beam going round from its eyes as it looks around this space. Could you all make for me, please, stealth rolls. There's not much to hide in here, but I'll get stealth rolls, please. But you will have advantage.
It's just a straight roll for me.
So advantage 18, 13, 15, and 10.
That's a 20 for me if it's a straight roll.
Yep. So 20, sorry. So 18, 13, 20, and 10. And his passive perception is... Sorry about this. Passive perception is... And there's you can see this stairwell, there's a ladder going down, and he just slashes at the ladder. And he pulls the trapdoor off its hinges, and then he just moves away. Yeah.
Huh.
And you can see them going northwards.
Wow, lower than a 10.
It was a group trek, and the DC was their passive perception. I also gave them +3 on that as well. So you needed to beat a 14, and you got 2 out of 4, so you just about passed. But the ladder is broken.
The invisibility.
And the green Slaad is here. He finds the area of silence. He comes back here and he barks. And they all come.
Uh-oh. They did see us. Because they've just trapped us at the bottom of the... They've made us fish in a barrel. We need to get out of here quick.
JC, you can see through a break in the window. You see the green Slaad points towards where you are, and that's in that silence around this part of the building.
Can I, as quickly as I can, so it doesn't break the invisibility, move to? I'm going to stay in this tavern or not.
So the rest of you are 10 feet down, the stairs are broken, you're in the cellar.
I am going to move over
I should be able to
stories to start with.
Okay.
And once I do that, they'll do their thing.
Damn, I could be wrong.
Yep.
But I feel like with my say to legs, I should be able to jump up this 10-foot, surely, right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do that if I can.
Okay.
And then whilst I'm still holding this invisibility, I want to look out the window.
And you can see
I can't see to move myself.
And you can see, you hear mewing coming from south of you, and you can see the Slaad have heard that noise as well, and they are now looking around. There's an area of silence, which is circle. Silence. This is there.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're pointing at it, but they heard the mewing.
Is there any windows down along this wall?
You can get out if you wish to, but the kittens are mewing. Could you make a animal handling roll for me, please?
25.
Okay, you managed to quieten them. You have one teat for 2 fingers from the gloves, one milk in it, one teat in each, and you managed to silence the kittens.
Yep. What I would like to do is I would try to get out of that window, so I'm at least outside.
Yep.
Obviously, I'll do the whole silencing on the kittens with the glove.
Yep.
And then on the next time I can, because I don't know how you want to play it, can I activate my boots so I can fly if I need to?
That's a bonus action. You can do that anyway.
Right, I'll activate my boots.
Yep.
And I will. How high is that? The sort of the actual pitch of the roof, the top of the roof bit here?
About 20 feet up.
Can I go some just below that so they don't get line of sight yet, but I am high?
Yep.
Aren't you still invisible?
Yes,
Yep.
but they can hear the kittens.
They can't hear the kittens now because they're suckling.
Yeah.
So you're 4 squares up.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna hide there now with the kittens.
Yeah, I'm still holding invisibility, and I will do for now. But I would assume you guys are going to try and get out because I'm going to try and hold off a little bit for us.
So
That's it. Is there a barrel, a reasonably large barrel in this room?
yeah.
Decius, quick, grab that barrel and move it to the bottom of the door. We can get out climbing on it.
All right.
Okay. So the barrel moves. You can't see who's moving it. You can't see who's moving it, as Lewin. But the barrel moves, and it's at the bottom of the stairs where the broken ladder is.
Perfect.
And you can climb on it, and you can just about, with a bit of help from Dursis, you can crawl yourself out if you wish.
Perfect. And then I am going to go round. And is there anything I can tie rope onto?
Yeah, there'll be something you can do there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to take my my 20 foot of rope and just tie it round to.
Do you have rope?
I do. I have 20 foot of rope. I carry on my person.
Oh right, okay. I didn't think you had rope, but I thought Dursis was the only one that had rope. I thought because when rope something happened with rope a while ago, I didn't think anybody had it apart from Dursis. Okay.
I mean, I've just had rope sitting in my third item slot since I created him.
Okay.
I've just never used it.
So you can tie some rope around something. You can see these Phomos. You can see the Slaad now are starting to look in here, and there is a small one who seems the leader. Seems a bit strange. He's grey-skinned. He's got a big two-handed sword, and he comes here and he sniffs, around this space, and it's quiet.
Yep. I am holding. I am literally ready to cast this if it looks like they're coming in. But I'm holding the scroll of sickening radiance, ready to cast it if they take a step inside.
Okay. Dak, what are you doing?
I assume Lewin had tied that rope off to chuck it back down. Is that what you were thinking?
Dak, you can get out as a water elemental. You can just slop out because you're large.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I shall do that then, and I shall keep myself fairly puddle-like, so I'm low to the ground.
Yep.
And I shall make my way just over here, so I'm not right on top of where the stairwell was.
And you're invisible, remember?
And I'm indeed invisible.
Yep. Dursis, what are you doing? There's a barrel of ale down here.
There is a barrel of ale down here. It's a tough choice. Do I drink the ale, or do I go and kill a bunch of things?
Just make a perception roll for me.
Okay.
There's a bottle of Chateau de Planck. 14, 16, it's a very good date, you know.
Has anyone else noticed that there's just a circle just being drawn over and over again from the centre of these slabs?
This is Phomos while he's silently calculating if they step inside where he's going to drop this thing. So he's just reassessing the situation. It's also me frantically panicking, trying to think if we're going to fight. I want to get as many as I can.
Okay. So Dursis, what are you doing? There's a bottle of Plonk down here, or you can climb out.
I mean, we're not leaving that behind, so that's just going straight in a pocket or sack or something like that.
Okay.
Dursis is going to, he's going to climb out, and he is invisible and ready to start chopping
So you've got
people
a 20 GP bottle of wine.
Ooh.
Very nice. It's a nice claret. The red Slaads come back in here. And this one has great big, almost like elephant ears. And he's just putting his claws behind his ears and he's listening. Sniffing the air. And he walks through on all fours. Could you all make stealth rolls for me again, please?
You want me to do one as well?
No, you don't need to.
That's a 14.
13.
Oh dear.
Who got the lowest?
It depends if I have advantage or not.
No, you don't. The rest of
even
you
a
have. You don't. You just said base. The others have. Everybody. Lewin doesn't have advantage.
Yes, I'm
It's
a
a
7 actually.
State roll. You're invisible. So, Dak has advantage. So basically, you come up. The lowest roll was, I'm going to say, is Phomos. Phomos, this thing comes behind you. You step.
Wait, really? I
No,
should have
13. The
advantage, right?
13.
I'm invisible.
So lowest roll is going to be then Dersius. Dersius, you climb up, and as you climb up, you break your bottle of wine and you curse under your breath.
Ah!
And he jumps forward. And he yowls into the air.
Can I hit him?
At which point,
Can I use my held action, or do I need to do that in turn order
a held action.
with this scroll? This scroll, yeah, the scroll I was
So
prepared ready. So if they spotted us,
a held action means you've already cast a scroll. And with 16 radius, that means invisibility would have gone down.
right, I didn't realise that. Okay, in which case, no, I won't have. That's
Okay.
fine then.
So, so this comes forward, and the rest of them are over here. Versus, it comes towards you, looking. What are you going to do?
I'm going to hit him.
You're going to hit him.
Yeah, he's getting woohooed.
You're going to woo him. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Game's up.
Advantage with your first attack.
Yay! 16 to hit.
Whack it. You hit it hard. Screams out. Ow! It's 21 damage, yeah? Yep.
Yeah. Do I get to take all three?
You get to take all your 3, yep.
Oh, excellent. That's 14. No.
13.
invisible anymore, am I?
Misses.
Okay.
Whack. You hit a countertop next to him. It splinters.
Well, it deserved it. And an 18.
18 hits. Whack. And it howls for reinforcements. Okay. And now it's going to get to attack you back, and then we're going to go into initiative, please, if that's okay. So it's going to attack you back.
Yep.
And that is going to be, for him, 1 bite and 2 claws. So 2 claw attacks. 23.
That hits.
10 piercing damage. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Okay.
You are fine. Another claw attack. 9 and a bite. 13. And it slashes out at you and it catches you unawares. But it tries to bite down on you, but it misses. Your invisibility has gone down.
Yes.
You are no longer invisible. And now, can we roll for initiative, please?
Yay!
Yep.
I will, if you don't mind, I'm going to do everybody, because it's just...
Yep.
If that's... No, because it's crashed again. Let's restart that. So if the music's too loud, just let me know.
All good with me.
Hmm?
Okay. Has that started yet? Come on, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Get started. No. It's almost there. There we go. Everybody's up. So, starting with Lewin.
Okay, so as
Slaad has just leapt at Lord Darcy, who has broken his bottle of wine, most upset, and Woohoo is swinging and making a noise. Most of the other Slaad have heard, but some are in the silent area, so they haven't.
Brilliant. Well, as I see this horrible beastie in front of me, I am going to get rid of him. As you see, Lewin pulls out the most terrifying thing to a giant frog, an image of a giant heron, as he has to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw, yep.
Yes, please.
17.
And just with a pop, he just disappears.
And
Lewin's going to say to who I'm assuming is a very rather put out Dercy's, quick, get behind something.
Okay, nice.
And if I can just find sort of a bar table or something to just crouch underneath, I'm just going to duck underneath it.
Okay, so you can't hide at the moment.
Yeah, so all I'm trying to do is just break line of sight.
And the silence goes down.
Yes.
So that silence goes down. Excellent. Okay, so Lewin is done. The red Slaad over here. Silence. So the blue Slaad, the silence goes down, and he's just standing there. He was in the silence, so he's not doing anything at the moment. Phomos.
Yes, I am going to. I think this is a good time to use that scroll. And I've just checked. It's actually radius 30 feet, so that would be that.
Yep.
So I'd like to cast it in that area, please. And it.
Oh, by the way, could people please, for those people who cast spells, could you do your wild magic surges, please?
Yes. Oh, there we go. That's quite appropriate considering the spell I just cast.
I've just put it in chat because it's not letting me drag the spell in from the encyclopedia into the game.
The big evil heron finishing his job drops a golden leaf coloured bar of coca in my hands.
Yep. To go with the vanilla essence that is there. So what we're doing, so we got first time Constitution. They've all got to make Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, I'm just drawing a circle now to get the radius about there. So they would need to, that's at the start of their turns, they'll need to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. First time on a turn, or it starts its turn. So
yeah,
they have to do them all now.
Oh, right, okay.
So, saving throws. No, doesn't work. Sorry, wrong one. Group check. Advantage. DC 21, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Damage.
Would be 18 radiant damage. If they fail, they'll take that damage, and they all suffer a point of exhaustion and glow green light for the remainder of the spell.
And it is a Constitution save, yeah?
Yes. Oh, that's rough.
So a couple passed.
Two of them, actually. Two passed.
Two passed. Most of them have failed. Okay. Nice. So they're all affected, and you can see this green glowing light sort of pulsating like a bad 1970s sci-fi movie. And these guys, the Slaad, you can see their skin start to darken slightly. You are concentrating on that, aren't you?
Yes. Yep.
How many rounds is it? 10 rounds, yeah?
It was 10 minutes, it says.
60 rounds. Counter name. Radiance. No, sickening radiance, isn't it?
Yeah. And I will use my movement to skedaddle out of here a little bit.
Okay.
That's the wrong measurement. Yeah, I can get next to JC then. That'll be my turn.
Okay, nice. This green Slaad, he has to make a saving throw. He takes another. Could you roll another 4d10 for me, please?
Yeah.
25. He takes 25 damage. Glowing.
From the description, I assume they only get the point of exhaustion once. It's not going to continue to add.
No, it keeps adding
points of exhaustion. Oh, it does. Oh,
that's
fantastic.
that's if they can get exhausted, of course. Okay. He runs and he looks down into this building, and he looks up and he sees Dersius there.
Hello.
And he goes, where is the thing I want? I want that! And a fireball goes off. He launches a fireball at you, and whack. Did you do your wild magic surge for me, Phomos?
Oh, no, I didn't. Hang on, let me do that. Oh, wonderful. I'll share that with the group. They'll enjoy that one.
And a marvellous hat.
I'm just going to say for flavour, the shimmery glitter that remains after the hat when I'm wearing it, that's just a reflection of my still slightly bald head.
The hair growing back suddenly gets incinerated. Could you all, apart from JC for me, please, make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, it's fireball. Oh wait, hang on. I get advantage on this, I think, don't I?
Do you? Why is that?
I think so. The magic resistance.
If you have magic resistance, you do. Yep.
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
Lewin fails. Dak
21.
passes. Phomos passes. Dersius passes. And where's my dice? It's 8d6, isn't it? So 23 damage, half for those who pass. And so Lewin fails, everybody else passes.
Brilliant. Lewin's going to take the bulb out of his pocket, and with that, he's going to absorb the fire from that, and with a pop, suddenly the bulb bursts into a bright red flower.
Excellent. And it's just glowing the end of your finger now. Can you make a constitutions? Can you make a saving throw for me, please, as well for your?
Yes, I can. Can I remove the fireball so
Yep.
I can? Thank you very much. It should do it automatically now. So that's going to be and go. Oh no, it's not going to do
No,
it.
Something just crashed. That's why.
31.
31. That's more
Yes.
than adequate. Let's just put your concentration markers on as well, shall we?
Thank you. Yeah.
Actually, you put your own concentration markers on when things are up and running again.
So that's what the nuclear icon is for.
That's exactly that. Okay, nice. Are you done? That's him done.
That was your go.
Next red Slaad. Sorry, saving throw. Constitution 11. So
Fantastic.
how much? 20. How much was it? No, just keep the same damage you did for the last roll you did.
In which case, I'll be much more happy with that, because that was 25.
25. Okay. And he comes out here to there. Next is the blue one. And he's going to make a saving throw.
Yep.
Um,
I'm glad this exhaustion stacks. That's gonna do him in a little bit.
And Dersius.
Yes, Dersius is going to come over here.
I can still see the fireball, by the way.
Can you?
Yeah, the fireball's still showing on my side. I don't know if anyone else can see it.
It's still on mine.
I'm
It's gone for me.
taking it off. Just try refreshing. It does cause a bit of ghosting occasionally. Dersius. Where have you gone?
Yes, I've moved over here.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I am going to hold my action should anything come within, well, any enemy come within range to start woohooing it.
Okay.
And I will bonus action second wind to get some hit points back.
Okay. Red Slaad. 21.
Meets. Doesn't take any damage.
No, it just takes half damage, doesn't he?
No, it doesn't say that on the spell. It doesn't say anything about half damage. It just says if they fail
Okay.
radiant damage and exhaustion.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. JC. You got one hand dealing with the kittens at the moment.
I think he's just rejoining.
Yep. Well, whilst you're doing that, I'll just do the grey Slaad. With a 20, that's minus 25. Oh, there's a mortal. Come on, up you come, boy. Come on, up you come.
Mortal stand.
Here's my Alfie, who's whining at the bottom of the stairs.
Hey, Alfie!
So he's going to go to here. JC.
Cool.
Sorry?
These kittens are life.
Was that deliberate?
No.
You've run on
I think you will be next.
See you.
And then I'll refresh again.
So JC is hasted. Your voice has gone up about 20 octaves.
Fair enough. I'll do my turn and I'll refresh again.
I love it.
I will.
You should always talk like this.
If I knew what I did, I would. I'm going to enjoy listening back to this bit.
I can't hear a word you say. I don't understand the word you say, but I'm sure it's very funny. So JC, you're up in the air. One of the kittens has basically put a claw into your nads, and your voice has gone up 28 octaves. Okay, so you're 20 feet up. You're hovering near the top of the building. Okay, Grey Slaad's gone. Next Red Slaad is going to have a saving throw. 15. That's another. Lots of damage. Yep.
Yep, that's
So
right.
I'm actually going to say now they're all going to attack at disadvantage because of this. Green.
Fantastic.
21. I'm all going to give him all disadvantage. He comes to here and he launches another fireball at you guys. Doesn't affect JC. Could you all make for me dexterity saving throws again, please?
That's fine. Do I see? Can I see him where he's casting the spell from?
Oh yeah. He's doing it. He's doing it from up here. He's just launching a fireball into the tavern.
Oh no! I'm going to say Dax line. I wish I'd prepared counterspell today.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have. Can I counterspell?
Yes.
In which case, I would like to cast counterspell. I'm not upcasting this though, because this is the first time I've ever counterspelled.
Okay.
But you have to upcast it. You're a warlock.
Well, it's 5th level, yeah, 5th level. That's something
Okay,
I'm not.
so
I
could
mean,
you
with my
make a
upcast, I mean I'm
wild-
not sacrificing my soul.
Could you make a wild magic surge for me, please?
With pleasure. This is going to be where it drops a fireball on myself,
Yep.
isn't it?
Hopefully.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wow!
Can
The
you hear
spell
me
you
now?
cast is at level 9.
Okay. Nice.
I got a freebie from the patron.
Okay, and I'm going to actually say from that there's a rebound, and he takes some damage from that.
Wonderful.
He takes.
Sorry, quick question. Can you all hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. You don't sound like a Chippendale or a chipmunk.
I have no idea what happened.
Just go back to the old voice. You should stick with
I
that for your
liked it.
JC voice.
You heard JC's voice for the first time ever.
Hello.
Red Slaad. So he is going to run at Dak. Dak, you get attacked. I'm going to say I'm going to give them all disadvantage now on their attack rolls. Pounce. So claw attacks. Disadvantage 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
7 piercing damage, and it counts as magical. Okay. As he does that, you the rest of you see a little tadpole come out of the claw into the water, which is the Dak elemental, but then falls onto the floor. Could you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Possibly. 11.
You get knocked prone. Can you be knocked prone?
No.
No. Okay, so you don't get knocked prone. Okay, 18 to hit, 11 piercing damage, and it goes to a bite and gets a natural 1 and just basically slurps at the water. Dak.
Cool. Well, that was rude. So I guess I'll try and hit him back. Smack. Yes, I can do that. How does that work with the primal savagery? I won't get multi-attack though, will I?
No, you won't. No.
No. Okay. Well, it's still more effective, so we'll just go with that. 16 to hit.
And icy claws come out, and you just rake down, and you do how much damage to him? Is that acid damage?
21 damage. Yeah.
Acid damage. Yep. So not as much as you want it to do. So that's half damage. Okay. Next red Slaad. Saving throw. 20. Okay, and they all pull out. He all pulls out of here. Next round, banishment 1 turn down. Lewin.
Okay. Are there windows or anything on sort of this side here?
Yeah, there's lots of windows around. Yeah.
Yeah. Lewin's going to dash across the pub. I think that's.
Yep.
That from there. Yeah. 20 feet, and he's going to look at the window, and you can see that there's all these slaads pulling different sides. So he's going to try and yank them back into this horrible radiant sphere.
Okay.
So he's going to drop a gravity sinkhole in the center, trying to pull back these two who were running away.
Which two?
So if I do 20 foot, I think I can get those two there, because I'm assuming I can't see here.
The building, I'm going to let you be able to see because there's lots of windows and there's lots of damage from the place being ransacked, so you can put it wherever you want.
Yeah, if I could do that, then I'll put it there so I can get all 4 of them.
Okay. And they have to make a dexterity.
It's a constitution for this one.
Saving throw. So saving. If I do the top one, 20.
That's a fail now. That's a fail now.
Okay, so he takes how much damage?
That's 40 points of force damage.
40.
I rolled well there.
Excellent.
A 10 and 3 9s.
Next one is, I beg your pardon, the first one was a 23.
23 saves.
Yeah, so you get advantage. So he gets half damage, yeah.
Yeah, 20 points of damage and he's unmoved.
It's unmoved. Okay, so he's still there. Okay, next one is 17.
That's a fail, so he takes 40 points of damage and is pulled into the centre.
Okay, we've got them all. You got... Oh, no, you didn't. You got this one here, the green Slaad. Saving throw. 13.
That's a fail, so he takes 40 points and is pulled back into the Radiant.
Okay. And he needs to make another saving throw against that, which is a 23, so he takes no damage from the Radiant thing. And this one here, the red Slaad gets pulled through the wall.
Sick.
And he takes 40 damage.
Yeah, 40 force damage.
And he gets a saving throw against the radiant damage is 22. Okay.
That's a pass as well. Any that failed there would.
He's going to take another 3 damage from wooden splinters for being pulled through the wall. Okay,
wicked.
Nice.
Some of them will probably be on. I'd say that's 3 levels of exhaustion now, so this should hopefully stop their saving throws being so good.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave them on disadvantage on things now.
Okay.
I'm not going to keep track. I'm not going to keep track on exhaustion for all these beasties. It's going to be impossible.
And as my turn ends, I just see a small egg just start bobbing around in an egg cup next to the table.
Did you roll a wild magic surge for me, please, for that?
I just did that now.
Oh, right, okay.
So an egg appears around you. If the egg breaks, a chicken appears in its place.
Okay, excellent.
Dinner.
Next, Blue Slaad. He has to make a saving throw. 23. So he's fine, and he pulls. Yes, he pulls out now. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Tries to get away. That's as far as he can get. Sickening Radiance goes down by 1. Phomos.
Okay. How tall is this building?
It's about 25 feet up, and JC is floating just about 5 feet below the roof.
Okay, brilliant. In which case, I'd like to step outside, use my bonus action for Elemental Gift, and go up 25 feet.
Okay.
At that height, I'm assuming I probably can't quite see all of them yet.
No, you can't. No, you can't see over the building. No.
That's fine. I'm just trying to put this flight on. Why is it not letting me? Okay, no worries. So I'm going to be up here. Which ones could I see from here? Any of them?
Not from there, no.
No? Okay. In which case, have I got anything that I can use as my normal action to help? No, I think, unfortunately, for this turn, that's going to be it, unless I have something I don't need to... Unless this works without seeing. No, I need to see them all. So yeah, I'll just take the dodge action for this turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Green Slaad gets here, and he is going to. He's going to cast another fireball, just on you two, floating in the air. Because you're close to each other.
Me and JC, is that?
Yeah, so can you both make dexterity saving throws for me, please?
I'll count. I'd like to counterspell that as well, please.
Okay.
So this will be at 5th. Let me roll the magic surge first. I have another hat.
You're wearing 2 hats.
And this hat is even better. It gives me +2 to my AC, and I'm immune to magic missile for some reason.
Because every time his magic missile hits you, a grape falls off and just intercepts it. Okay, so it doesn't happen, and the grey Slaad is a bit miffed, and you're getting weighted down with hats. Where is my turn order?
Oh, turn buggered off.
Where is it?
It's a larger hat on a slightly smaller hat.
You Doug Dimmadome.
There we go.
The Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Sorry about this. There's lots of. He takes another 25 damage. And he's starting to look very injured.
That thing is sick, Phomos. That has done so much damage to them.
Blue
Fun fact is, I can only do it once.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This Blue Slaad is running at Dersius and jumps on him. Dersius, first of all, you get your attacks of opportunity. As you stay there, you are crouching as this Blue Slaad just launches itself at you.
I like that it was the final one before my turn actually got within range. This worked out nicely. Okay, that's a 26 to hit.
Whack.
16 damage.
Yep.
A 28 for 24. That's 24 for 19, or do you want me to add all of those up?
No, it's all right. 19, yep.
Yep.
So it's looking very injured. But now it's going to attack you, but it's going to have a disadvantage on its attacks because of the exhaustion that it has. So that's going to be a claw attack. 20 to hit.
That does hit.
So 17 slashing damage.
Yep.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? You are fine. And a pounce. Could you make a strength saving throw for me, please? I don't think you'll have a problem with that. You are fine. Tries to knock you over. Next claw attack is 26 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
It's 10 slashing, and the same again. Constitution saving throw. And a strength saving throw. Fine, and then gets to bite you with a natural 1. So it doesn't. It just clunks on. It just clunks onto the end of Woohoo, which is sticking out of its mouth. Dersius, you'll go.
Yay! Let's hit some more stuff.
Go for it. Whack. So woohoo! Just swipes, and he basically almost severs his head completely.
Is he still alive?
He's just about, yeah.
Okay.
26 to hit, doing 17 damage, and he just collapses in front of you into a pile of gore on the ground, and his body starts to dissolve rapidly. You get a bonus attack, remember, with that.
I certainly do. So
Yep.
we'll move to here, and we'll take our third swing.
Yep.
Just a 15 to hit.
Misses. Dodges out of the way.
Ooh.
Then I'll bonus.
And you whack him hard. And he looks very injured, but he's still just about upright.
Well, it would only be polite to action surge then, wouldn't it?
Okay. Rude not to. Go for it. How much? 18 damage.
18 damage.
And the green Slaad goes down.
All right. On to the next one.
Yep.
We'll go for this red one because I believe he's a little bit more injured, but I could be wrong on that.
Go for it.
Or would I not know? Okay, I'll just take some swings.
Oh, he's just about upright.
Okay.
And that's the next one, yeah.
Yep.
Then he goes down.
Do I get another bonus for having killed something, or am I done?
Yep. Yes, you do.
All right, blue. And that'll be my final one, 19.
19. My poor monsters. Okay. I'm running out of beasties already. Saving throw. He takes another 25 damage. And he comes out of here. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to get to here, and he's going to surround you. So he's going to attack you with he's going to pounce on you as well with a claw attack, straight roll, natural 20.
Okay.
So that's 10 piercing plus 18 piercing damage.
Yep.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw? That's great. You pass, and you need to make a strength saving throw as well. Fine. And he tries to bowl you over and fails miserably. Next claw attack is a 13, and he tries to bite you with a 23.
That hits.
10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, nice. That's him done. JC.
Cool.
They're trying to damage your kittens.
I know, I'm not happy. How steep is the pitch of this roof?
Reasonably. It's probably be about 45-degree pitch.
Are there any flat spots? Flat enough that I can put the basket down just for a split minute.
Yeah. Make an intelligence roll. Not that you can see, no.
Right, they always handle it.
It's like the tiles are slightly slick from the mist and fog as well.
Okay, I'll do it a slightly different way then. I will hook the basket on my elbow so that I can load the crossbow. Because I can fire the crossbow one-handed, I hope.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Can I hold it in such a way where I could fire it whilst holding this basket?
You're going to fire the kittens at the...
No, God no.
Claws out.
no, you can't, no.
JC, could you use your mage hand to reload it?
It's probably disappeared by now.
That'd be an action as well.
Yeah.
That's going to basically, I was only going to try and shoot one of these things. Okay, that's fine. I am going to go up top of the roof with the basket, and I'm going to go hide at this sort of crevice with said basket on this side of the pitch, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, you can't really hide there because it's just in plain sight. But if no one can see you, then they can't see you.
Yeah, it's break line of sight rather than hide.
Okay.
But you know what I mean.
Okay.
And then I will just hold a dodge action to get out of the way.
Okay.
If I need to.
This guy. He is going to go. Let's just. Bear with me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't get close enough. He doesn't care really. Just see what this. Bear with. I've got it on here. So. This creature's this smaller Slaad, Dursis, you see him coming towards you, and his eyes seem to grow larger, and he got its bigger fangs. He's a terrifying visage. Could you make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please?
16.
16. You are fine.
Oh.
I know what that was.
These guys, however... Oh, is he dead? No. These guys are not. Okay. So they are frightened of him. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting to do that. I will do it at the start of their goes. I forgot they regenerate. Red Slaad, he comes running in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, range. Yep, can only get to here, and he attacks Dak.
Yep.
Claw attack. Natural 1. Claw attack.
Oh, missed.
18.
That hits.
You say you can't get knocked prone, is that right?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, so you take 5 piercing damage and a bite attack for 19 for 10 piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
Green Slaad. 5, 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Fireball goes off. He is going to try and catch. He's going to make an intelligence roll to see how many he can catch the 2 people on the roof. This is intelligence. Actually, should be able to catch both of them. So Phomos and JC. Can you both
I'd
make
like to counterspell, please.
intelligence saving throws? Actually, JC, are you invisible?
Yes, because I've not actually done any attacks yet.
You're
All I've been doing
invisible,
is
so it's
dodging.
going to be focused on Phomos then.
Yeah, I'll be counterspelling that DM.
You're out of range for counterspell.
Am I?
Yep.
Oh, crumbs.
So, and that is...
Does your spell
Really?
sniper not help with counterspell?
No, because
No.
it has to be an attack roll.
and that does actually hit JC as well. So can you both make dexterity saving throws for me, please?
Can I see him?
No, you're inside. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
thought so.
There's too much stuff in the way. JC, I'm going to give you advantage on this. Phomos fails.
Natural
JC.
20.
Okay, so JC, you completely dodge it.
31.
Well, you
Oh,
got.
that was it's an intelligence save, didn't you say?
No, this is for the fireball that this creature launched. JC, you just hide underneath the crest of this thing, and it just goes over you.
I put my cloak over the basket as well, so the kittens are saved as well.
Absolutely. Phomos, you take.
It'll be halved because of the resistance. Oh no, am I not resistant? I'm not resistant to fire anymore, am I? Actually.
No. So you failed.
I need
You
to
got a
update that on my
14.
sheet.
So you. Actually, you got a 14, didn't you? Oh no, 6.
I rolled
No,
13.
13. I beg your pardon. Well. 22 fire damage.
Okie dokie. Is it necrotic I'm now resistant to?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll update that now. Sorry about that.
And you passed your concentration saving throw as well. So that's him done. Red Slaad. He's going to jump over here towards Lewin. And Dak, you can get attack of opportunity.
Yes, please. Yes. Oh, that's a 9.
Did you hit?
Nope.
Did you actually attack to hit? Roll to hit?
Yeah, I only did a 9.
No, that was your. Oh, I see. That's your attack roll. I beg your pardon. Yeah. So you fail. You miss it, and it jumps at Lewin with a claw attack. 13, 14, and 16.
So they just my magical aura is just blocking these swipes.
Okay. Dak.
Cool. Well, I'll take a couple of hits at the one that's still with me, I suppose. So that's a 10. That's poor. That's a 14. That's pretty poor too.
Okay. 14 hits.
Oh, okay.
You slosh on him, doing 15 bludgeoning damage. Okay, nice. Red Slaad now, he jumps in and he attacks Dak, who is there.
Yep.
With a claw attack. 16.
That misses.
8.
That misses too.
And a bite attack of 13.
Oh, that misses too. Oh, that was
Wow.
lucky.
Okay. That is that. Lewin.
Okay, well, I'm very glad they all sprinted towards Dersius, because it means they're all going back into the Radiant again. So, can I get the grey, the red, and the blue, all to make me Constitution saving throws, as I'm going to try and drag them back into the horrible Radiant damage.
Okay. The grey gets a. Is it Constitution? Yeah.
Constitution, yeah.
6.
That's a fail.
The that one there north of Dersius is dead, by the way.
I'll drag the pair of them.
Dersius gets caught as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
If he's going to get caught, I'm just going to move it 5 foot back then.
Still gets caught.
How about there? Oh no, it's done. There we go.
Okay. And the blue Slaad rolls a 17. Sorry, 15.
So
beg your pardon.
So he fails as well. So they both take 24 points of force damage and all the fun stuff of the Radiant.
24. Yep. And
24, yeah.
saving for bloody radiant damage. Fail and fail and fail. So that was 40 damage, wasn't it? No, 25 damage from the thing.
24 damage from the thing.
From the radiant.
It's 24 from force, 25 from radius.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're starting to look quite battered here.
That's fine. And then Lewin is just going to 5 and take an opportunity attack.
Okay. 8.
That would miss. Sorry. First things So as Lewin's making a break towards the front door, suddenly there's just a sheep just blocking the doorway in front of me.
Okay.
So just in this doorway here, there's now just a sheep, just the wrong size for the door. That's fine. Lewin is going to move 5, 10, 15, and sort of get next to this small flock of sheep. And he's going to try and push this blue Slaad back with a telekinetic shove with his mind. So can that Slaad make me a strength saving throw, please?
Which one?
The blue Slaad.
Strength saving throw, yep. Strength is a 15.
Yep, so he just gets pushed back 5 foot.
Okay, nice.
Just further into this radiant
There's
sphere.
Sheep bleating everywhere.
It's like General
There's a sheep
Milton's in here.
There's a sheep in the radiant.
By the
Yes,
way,
I'm going to
that
kill a
Slaad
sheep
trod on
before
the
you
egg. It is now a chicken running around as well.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to have a whole menagerie by the end of this combat.
I don't think I've got any
Old
chicken.
Lewin Boreal had a farm.
Shoved the chicken into the radiant as well. They got a two-course roast dinner.
Blue Slaad, he has to make a saving throw. Oh dear, that fails. So he just disintegrates into, and he just basically, I'm melting, and he just turns into a puddle on the floor. Phomos.
Yes. Were you right in saying when we're inside the building we can see practically out of most of the windows?
Yeah,
to see
basically,
these
because the place
things?
is just falling down. It's a tavern, lots and lots of windows everywhere. This place has been ransacked, it's broken, and it's clearly it's been very badly damaged.
Okay.
You get the impression that the Slaad have attacked here before.
In which case, I'm going to just slip down 10 feet so I can go through a window and come inside, if that's okay.
Yep. So basically, you're on the top
So-
floor, so there's basically 20 feet up, so you can see all the hall underneath you.
So will I be able to see out the windows to see these Slaads
Yep,
outside?
yeah.
Wonderful. In which case, let me just check range, because I can't remember if this is 60 or 90 that I have on this. 90 feet. So, if I can get the turn order out of the way, all of them within range, I believe. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So all the Slaad that are alive, including the grey one, can they please make intelligence saving throws, provided they have a score of 3 or above for intelligence.
Okay. I don't like the way this is going.
It's head popping time.
Normal rolls because of the DC 21.
Yep.
Damage,
Good question.
12,
Let me
20,
get
is it 20d6 or 14d6?
14d6. Yeah. I'm trying to find it on my sheet now. There it is. 47. I don't roll very well on this, do I?
Intelligence, isn't it?
That's a lot of
Yes.
twos.
Yeah.
They all fail.
All fail, so they all take 47 damage. And if that kills
Some
them,
of them
their heads
explode. A lot
Why do
of
I
them
get the-
explode.
Has any of you seen the movie The Kingsman,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
where the
Yes.
heads explode with all the different colours?
A lot of them explode. The grey Slaad explodes, the green Slaad explodes, one of the red Slaad explodes. The other ones are looking really quite discombobulated. Are they stunned?
yes, they
are-
do
they
get
are
stunned as
stunned.
well.
Okay. Do you take the sheep out as well?
Well, how many of the Slaad were alive?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them.
Okay, I'm going to say the 3 sheep closest to Lewin, especially the one that's in the ring. That's a mercy killing. They will die. And also the
Actually, no, they got
chicken.
intelligence less than 3, so that's all right.
Oh, can we save it? Can we save a chicken dozen? Because I want a headless chicken.
No, it's really, chickens are very, very stupid.
Oh, that's a shame. You just kind of see its head vibrate and it resumes its normality.
Yeah.
It just pecks at your hooven cloven feet.
So this chicken comes along and just starts scraping on the ground where the dead Slaad is. Okay, green Slaad. He is dead. Yeah, he is dead. He didn't roll. He's died as well.
Oh, I didn't do my magic surge. Give me. Sorry, I haven't done my
do your
magic surge
surge.
either. Apologies. This could be bad.
Another hat.
Wait, a small lead figurine of you appears in the air and falls to the ground in a pose you had at the moment of casting a spell. Despite its size, it weighs just as much as you. Well, I'm glad there's nothing. Wait, I'm glad there was nothing below me.
Hold it. It falls on the chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken has got a lead figurine stuck in its back now, and it's just taking its head off and is wandering around headless, and sort of doing roly-polies.
So the bad news is, if the chicken dies, it just becomes an egg again.
Does it? Oh dear, not again.
Yeah, as part of the wild magic surge, if the chicken dies, it becomes an egg.
Oh, okay, there's an egg.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, the statue's now on the egg.
Dersius, you have no idea what's just happened. The Slaad around you have just exploded, and there's sheep around. What is going on?
What have they done this time? Looking in, can I see any Slaads?
There are a couple around a big giant puddle.
Okay, I will move and dash over to this one, but
Yeah.
that'll be my action.
Okay. JC, you can hear bleating. You're not quite sure what it is.
Yeah, but my attention at the moment is these kittens. I don't like the constant fireballs that keep coming up here. So whilst no one's looking, I am going to dart across and hide behind this roof.
Okay.
And I will take a dodge action to protect these kittens.
Okay. Well, you can take a hide action.
Oh, it's a thatch roof. Yeah, I'll take a hide.
Yeah. You are invisible, so you can hide if you're invisible. That grey Slaad is dead. That red Slaad is dead. But I'm going to take the dead ones off if that's okay. He is still alive. And he is just going to launch a fireball into here. Dersis, you're 15. So Phomos, you're 15 feet up, aren't you?
I am indeed.
So there is going to be a fireball, another fireball that goes off.
Curses! I can't counterspell that either.
So that's going to go there. So it's going to wipe out a number of the sheep as well.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. We've got some lamb for dinner. It's good.
So the chicken
Grilled
gets
lamb.
the egg gets scrambled and another chicken is there. So these sheep are basically going to die. And Phomos, Dersius, and Lewin, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
So 11.
11. Lewin fails. Phomos passes. Dersius fails. 26 fire damage.
That's brilliant. Again, just going to pull out the bulb and generate another flower.
Okay, could you do your wild magic surge for me, please?
Yes, I can.
Go on, explode. Another fireball.
Suddenly, the egg, which is rolling around on the floor, starts hovering in midair.
And he zooms around. No, it doesn't. It's a sheep. We've got a flying sheep now.
Splish, splish.
So the sheep is floating around upside down. Okay, nice. So 26 damage, full damage, halved if you pass. or you've got resistance or something. Next red Slaad is... where is he? Here we go. He is going to attack Dersius with a claw attack. 8, 9, and a bite. 9. And that's him done. Dak.
Cool. I will take a couple more slams at this one next to me.
Yep.
15 and a 10.
10 misses, 15 catches him.
And that is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and he's looking on his last legs.
Cool. I'm just going to shuffle around in between the two Slaads so that hopefully Dersius can get advantage next time.
Okay. I haven't moved the sheep yet. You come out here and they start grazing.
I intentionally don't summon animals so we don't have this, and they still appear anyway.
An awful lot of them. Next red Slaad. So this one is going to attack you, Dak, and you are surrounded. Yep. So that is a claw attack. 9, 18, 9 piercing damage. And a bite attack is 24, 8 piercing damage.
And then 8, okay.
And now it is Lewin.
Okie dokie. As I can see the group in front of us, and I'm about to lose concentration on banishment anyway, I'm going to drop concentration on banishment, and instead I say to Dersi to crouch, as I'm going to increase his size up to one size larger.
Oh.
So with that, there's just there.
Oh,
there we go, in stereo. And as that happens, suddenly Lewin crouches over, his knees wobbling as he's lost all of his strength for 1 hour.
And you can't walk, you can't move because you're wearing armour and carrying all of the stuff. Dersius, you're suddenly enlarged.
Yay.
And Lewin is just collapsed on the floor. Red Slaad, he goes, he sees Dersius there, but actually Lewin looks like a much more tempting target. Actually, he jumps up and attacks Dersius. Not Dersius, Phomos. You're going to do a jump, and he's going to attack Phomos first of all with a claw. He's going to pounce up with a natural 1.
Natural 1, no, I just casually sidestep in the air.
Okay.
Wiggle my finger.
Okay, and it goes to here, 2, 3.
In theory, is it moving through my space?
Yeah, you can take it both. You and Dersius can take attacks of opportunity.
Woohoo!
All of 1 damage, probably. Let's have a look. 2, fantastic! I tickled him.
You tickled him, absolutely. And Dersius does a 20 damage, yep.
Should be 22 now that I'm enlarged. That's what that extra
22, I beg your pardon, 22.
Yeah.
It just makes the maths easier anyway. 22, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and against Lewin we have a claw attack. Natural 1.
That would be 18 because I'm prone, but no. My arcane aura is still up, so it just blocks the claw.
And a bite, 13.
That also misses.
Okay, and
Again,
this thing is standing over you, clawing at you, but you're, as an arcane shield, it's trying to break through. Sickening Radiance is still there. Phomos.
Yes. So I'm assuming the 3 that are outside, they're dead, right? On the right-hand side.
Yep. It's got the green Slaad and the 2, 1, 2, 3 red Slaads inside.
Brilliant. In which case, I will come back a little bit just over here. just so that if he fires a fireball, we're not going to all get hit by it. Hopefully, maybe. I will concentrate on these Slaads. I think Dak and Dursis probably don't need as much help as Lewin here, so let me start blasting that one first, if that's all right.
Yep.
The one next to Lewin.
Yep.
I'll roll all 4, and then if I kill it, I'll switch over to something else. I think they should probably all hit. So that's 24, 38, 54 force damage total.
There we go. And he goes down and he just crunches on the floor on top of Lewin. Lewin, this thing's on top of you. It's a little bit like in Lord of the Rings when the warg falls on top of Gimli. You're just stuck underneath it, getting crushed. I'm going to say you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as this thing falls on you.
Oh, well, I need to make a Constitution saving throw then.
I think you'll probably be past that. There we go, just. Phomos, you are done. Doing anything else?
That's me done.
Green Slaad, he is dead. Dursius.
Yay! Let's smack this guy on the back of the head.
Yep.
Oh, do I have advantage?
Yes, you do, because you are. He's being. Yeah, just for this one you do. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that's a 28 to hit for 24 damage.
And he goes down.
All right, then I will move over to this chap and take another couple of hits.
Okay.
Couple of 13s.
13's a miss. You do get a bonus attack as well, remember, because you're taking one out.
Of course I do.
And you do 19 damage, and he goes down as well. Let's just take him off. And there's just the one green Slaad left. JC.
Yeah.
And this sheep just floats by.
JC's just going to give it the what the sort of look as it goes past. Is this the top of this roof? Is it flat enough to put the basket down without the basket falling anywhere?
You could try, but social services may get called.
I suppose I'll just stay here and take a dodge action, and I'll keep protecting the kittens.
Okay. Grey Slaad is dead. Green Slaad, he vanishes. He disappears. And he runs off. Unless you wish to pursue him.
I mean, I would probably get on the roof and start firing Eldritch blasts until he's out of range, just to
you can't see him. He's disappeared. He's become invisible.
Ah, shame. Oh,
he cloaks.
Oh. No, he can't. He can't be invisible from the. If he was in that, did he ever go in that radius and get hit by it?
Yes, he did.
He can't be invisible then because he glows.
Okay, he's invisible, but you do see this glowing invisible creature.
I'm gonna zap the glowing.
Go for it.
Quite a bit. I don't know if the 16 hits, but if it does, then it's...
You've got spell sniper, so it's going to.
22... 24, 30...
Okay, well, I'm going to say... what I'm going to say is Phomos, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
As he runs away, I want to like fire the 4 concurrent bolts go through him, and just you see these. Whilst he's invisible, you see these glowing limbs start just sort of scattering all over the place, like if you'd stuck him in a microwave.
And it just explodes into a puddle of ichor on the floor. It's all glowing. The blood glows with a rather evil green, noxious light, but then sinks into the ground and just evaporates into blackness. And then it is quiet, apart from the crackling of the fire and the vague suckling sounds of kittens, and and there's a chicken. There's a chicken.
Just bounds over there. You're just trapped underneath this thing.
Yes, that it's just the thing. Not at all. The armor set and everything else.
And it starts to dissolve on you, Lewin. And it deserves onto icon. He get covered from head to toe in this black gloop.
Water Dak, would you mind coming and sort of cleaning Lewin?
Spin the cycle.
I've just been waterboarded.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Just go over and just sort of with my fist, just like dust.
It doesn't do a huge amount because it's like oil, this, and it's immiscible with water.
Just gonna sort of shrug and just needs detergent.
You see a bottle of wild mother's milk on the shelf.
Who does?
You do, Dak.
Oh, okay. I will point it out to Dusius.
Yeah, it's milk.
I'll gesture like drinking it.
Okay. If you want me to. And he picks up and drinks it.
Okay. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Okey-dokey.
Not a problem. It tastes like curdled milk. It's in a very acquired taste, which you don't have. And you start to feel a bit swimmy.
Oh, this is horrible.
So you don't throw up. Could you make just a Constitution check for me, please? Just a check. You had a whole. Did you drink the whole bottle? Yeah. Okay. You take the whole bottle. You take 2 points of exhaustion, as you are now drunk.
Okay.
Right. It hits you harder than the Slaad did.
Yeah. Dak's just standing there a bit dumbfounded. I was expecting you to swing a little bit, not just down the whole damn thing.
Oh, this is horrible. I like it. So, look at Lewin.
Lewin's limbs look even. His arms and legs look even skinnier than normal.
I think we had this before, didn't we?
Yes, but last time we were floating through a plane where gravity didn't exist.
Well, I was just thinking, did I fix it last time, or did it fix itself? I can't remember.
I know in roughly an hour it's going to wear off, but until then, you're gonna have to carry me.
I can carry him.
You're just gonna hit your head on every door frame on the way out.
If we had a gold for every time Lewin can't walk, we'd have 2 gold, which isn't much, but it's odd that it's happened twice.
Exactly.
Says the man who's wearing several hats.
Yes, I'm wearing. We like 2s around here. I
Yeah.
am wearing 2 very fine hats still.
Yeah, and one of them's got fruit in it, and that fruit is quite toasted now. Because of the number of fireballs you've been hit with.
Have we still got the immortal chicken running around?
There's a chicken and Lewin, you think there must be something wrong with this stuff because you're starting to hallucinate. There's this sheep that floats over you upside down.
It's even worse because I'm getting the second hand from all the bits dribbling off Dercis's chin. I'm being waterboarded by wild mother's milk.
And he comes back here, and the sheep sort of tries to scramble, and he just lands next to you, and starts to chew your hair.
Wait, get away! Get away!
Alright, I'll go over and shoo the sheep away.
Can you make an animal handling roll, please?
Sure.
Get this ostentatious ovis off me!
17.
And he just shoots out the window, and he just starts floating upwards, and goes higher and higher.
We've murdered another animal.
Yep.
Can I help Lewin up, or will he just fall through my watery arms?
He will fall from your watery arms.
Well, I'm afraid you're on the drunk train then.
Choo choo!
Please
All
don't.
aboard!
Please don't.
JC, the kittens, you can't see them, but you can hear there's a contented, almost purring now.
Yeah. I will come back into the tavern where the others are as well whilst all this is going on.
Okay.
Once it's all clear, I will ask if we can actually get
They can't see you. You're
Gems.
still invisible.
They'll probably hear me. Actually, no, I'll drop.
Actually,
I'll drop invisibility now,
Phomos can see you. And you drop, okay.
Yeah, but I'll drop the invisibility now anyway.
And as you do
I will
that,
ask if...
you see the kittens in the basket. They're asleep. And as you jog them, as you land, they open their eyes for the first time and look up at you. Go, Mama, Mama.
JC will reply with Dada.
Congratulations, you have changed genders.
Yeah.
This is now the second time we've inherited children at this party.
Oh yeah.
We've gone from dragon children to cat children.
Yep.
And we can't be trusted with either.
And you
Yeah,
kill them. They kill
we'd
children as
singular
well.
before, now we've got more.
Yeah.
There's one way to deal with the problem.
Oh dear.
Dak, the sheep is rising higher and higher and higher, and it's sort of like doing slow somersaults in the air. And then when it gets to about 100 feet up, you can see a whole squadron of pitlings come through, and just basically a little bit like in Riddick, they just fly through it,
God.
and when it's gone, there is just a flapping of wool as it hits a bloody carcass hits the ground.
I'm pretty sure we're the bad guys sometimes.
Sometimes. And Phomos, you shrink down again. Your Barry White impersonation has ceased. So
Hopefully you mean Diocese, otherwise I've
Diocese,
suddenly
yeah.
become small.
yeah, sorry, Odysseus suddenly becomes small.
JC will ask that once the coast is clear, can we go fish Soul Gem's body out of the well?
Sure.
Okay. So JC, you see no other movement here.
Yeah.
And you can get to the well. About 15 feet down, there's a body floating at the bottom of it.
What about the other Slaads up by the well?
They've gone. They're dead. So
Okay.
they buggered off doing other things. There's no stats around. I forgot to put those into the mix, but there was enough.
Yeah.
And
Obviously, I'll need the others' help to get the body out of the well, but yes.
well, between you all, you can find a way, if you wish to get Soul Gem out of the well.
We need to follow Tabaxi tradition with these bodies. We let this Tabaxi down with not many of us on this continent, so we need to follow the ritual. We need to burn the body and collect the ashes.
Seems simple enough.
There's already lots of fire.
I too can make fire, but I will need someone to lift my arm up.
And move my fingers for me.
JC,
Right.
I've had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Can you milk sheep? Because you need milk and there's lots of sheep.
Well, there was.
Not that I know of. You need a goat for that, and goat's milk isn't that good.
Ah,
Goat's milk is good for making alcoholic drinks, but for kittens, no, we need normal cow's milk.
We need a different animal that isn't a cat.
Yes. Obviously, Tabaxi milk would be good, but I can't. I'm not the right
That's queer
side of
talk.
that. Yes.
Okay, I mean, well, yeah. Actually, that can't speak. Blah 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 blah. That's all I've got to contribute.
So
Yeah, and obviously, however long it takes for us to get the body, do a pyre and burn it so I can collect the ashes.
It's going to take a while to get the body out. 15 foot down is quite a long way down. I mean, are you going to use any spell slots to get her out, or are you going to try and do it old-fashioned way?
The only one I would have would be Mage Hand, so that's not
I
enough,
can,
so someone else.
I can fly for 10 minutes with my elemental gift, so I could just go down there and pick the body up if you guys tied a rope around me to help me pull me back up, because I'm not exactly the strongest.
I mean, at the moment there is 20 foot of rope tied around a bar, but I hope you don't expect me to do anything about it. I'm so weak.
Yeah, if you guys can get the rope down and tie it around me and lower me down, I can use my flight kind of ability thing to bring the body back up.
Or even if you just tie the rope around her and then let Darcy just pull her up.
Yeah, that works too. That works too.
Okay, so you manage to... You go down the well and it's cold, dark. The unmoving body, she's now lying, floating on her back. You can see she found a way of protecting the kittens. She hid down the well from the troubles, but she drowned down here.
As I sort of roll her over and get the rope tied around her, I will close her eyes and, with the stroke of my hand down her face, cast Bless the Dead.
Well, this is just hypocritical. The bodies earlier you're more than happy to put in your pit of fun, but this one?
I'm requesting it.
I have some morals, Lewin, and some level of taste.
And like, in all fairness, if you want to spend the money and you wait until tomorrow, we can just bring her back.
Well, I can't have Blessed Dead on her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would have. Not as I said, I can't. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, would I?
No, exactly.
So you pull her out of the well, put her on the ground, and JC is constructing out of from a lot of the carriages a pyre. You know you do not have much time, so you're having to rush this.
Yeah. She gave her life protecting a kitten, so she deserves to have her ashes put on Mount Topic, which is where all great Tabaxi's remains goes.
And the fire burns, and the kittens wake up. They both howl at the same time as the flames consume her body. The soul leaves to the afterlife. You stand there, JC, strangely moved, holding the kittens to your bosom. But then the howls of the demons from around get closer. You know you have to move. You're not far from Singorn itself. Lewin, you know it's not far away. Singorn.
Yes, although at my current pace it will take several days.
Obviously, once I can, I would have found some form of a container. I'll collect the ashes and I'll put that in my bag.
Oh, I have loads of spare. I have loads of little jars and stuff clinking around, so you can just take one of those.
You have a Copic jar that's in. Well, there's a lot of ashes from the pyre, and it's going to take a long time for it to actually burn down. Are you going to hang around for that?
I think we collect what we can.
So you won't be able to collect any ashes then, because you'll need to probably give it a good, at least good 12 hours for the pyre to burn down.
Tell you what I've done. Tell you what I do. Considering the practicalities, if it's safe to do so, I will before the flames get too dangerous, I will use a pocket knife and cut a few strands of hair off her head and pass them to JC and say we can cremate these and scatter them another day. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's better than nothing.
If it wasn't for the pressing need, I would disagree, but we are being hunted, so fine, it will have to do. At least some of her remains will go to the religious area.
So you leave the fire burning and you go towards Singorn. As you leave, you see the flames consume her body. And working for you, you hear the demons behind you. You pass through an invisible barrier. You feel there's another one of these protection ley lines from Singorn. And you come. Yep.
Sorry, I was going to check just for practicality's sake, because we're being essentially hunted. How is Lewin moving? Are we any slower because of Lewin's?
Oh, I've just hopped myself over Darcy's shoulders, and he's just sort of dragging me / piggybacking me over.
That's fine, and I won't need to do anything then. I had a solution to fix that issue, but we're good.
So Dersius, you're carrying Lewin like over your shoulders like fireman's lift. Very uncomfortable for both of you, but needs do what needs must. And you cross cross through the forest, and you find yourself. Is that the one? Is the one. You find yourself looking over the city of Singorn. A barrier around it, flashing intermittently. In the distance, you can see lightning spark heading towards the sky, powering the shield. There are people milling around the gatehouse, the front gates of Singorn. The gates are locked, and I will there stop for the night.
Okay. There appears to be a very goth-looking half-elf in front of us.
Oh yeah, yes. Champion of the Raven Queen.
I'm a champion of a god who didn't exist a year ago.
Touche.
And that's the line I'm going to use with every religious institution, because they're not going to believe me. Who are you the champion of?
my own god.
Oh, you wouldn't have heard of her.
I thought you'd got away with avoiding those, Slaad.
Almost got there.
Almost if it wasn't for the alcoholic.
That was very first Jurassic Park in the kitchens with the velociraptors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sniffing you out. I thought you were going to get away with it.
Once they realised that silence field was there was no way I could have stayed in it.
May I say, Phomos, that radiant spell is a horrible one. That's really nasty.
It is. I wish I'd picked it as a spell, because I could have in theory, but for a spellcaster and all, you don't look at anything too juicy. That's a very nice one, though. I will agree. I'll be looking for more of those in the future.
I was going to say, if you have a few more of those, we can buddy up. You lay them down, and I'll knock them back in.
Oh,
No, he puts it down. You put a wall of force around him.
Yeah, that's true. I will say it's such an amazing spell for a 4th level spell. That seems incredibly useful, especially when you start considering the exhaustion.
What was it called again?
Sickening
Radiance. Ah, cool. Is
You
that
know
like
when
a
you play
cleric spell?
playing Half-Life and your Geiger counter's going off, your clicker's going off. That's what that is.
It basically is, yeah. No, excellent session, gentlemen. That was good.
Just a reminder for everyone that I'm fine for the next 2 weeks, but I will be on holiday from the 8th to the 22nd, so I won't be back to the 29th after that. So if you want to discuss anything, Mike, I'm more than happy to do that, but next week will be my next 2 weeks will be my last 2 sessions for a while.
Well, we'll do Cthulhu by Gaslight. Unless somebody else wants to run something. Because the Keeper's Guide is out, and we've got some of the stuff for Roll20 now. So cool. There's a couple of very juicy little stories out there which are quite fun. And it's looking through sort of 1890s London. It's quite fun to see the old photographs and things.
That's a shame I'm missing it. That technically I am around on the 8th, but I'll be at Heathrow Airport without a computer.
It doesn't really count then, does it?
Yeah, and I don't have a laptop, but Nadia does. I wonder if Nadia's like, Nadia, can I just borrow your laptop at the Heathrow? Why? Because I want to play D&D with my friends before we go on holiday one last time.
I'd say it's a shame you're not on a flight. It's a shame you're not on one of the flights with Wi-Fi, because there are some that have the proper Wi-Fi now, don't they? On the
Yeah, in your first class, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
technically,
start
I mean, Japan's got better Wi-Fi than we do, but unfortunately, with the 8-hour time difference, when it is 8 o'clock over here, it's going to be 6 o'clock in the morning. No, 4 o'clock in the morning over there.
Yeah, not quite convenient, is it?
The idea of playing D&D in the middle of an aeroplane does sound quite funny. Everyone sitting next to you will not get a wink of sleep.
Yeah, it was going to be great fun until I say, oh yeah, and I'm just going to plant the fireball bomb just in the centre of the camp. And then suddenly I've got 3 air marshals with guns levelled at me.
There's a lot of keywords you can't use when you're mid-flight.
No, you just cast a shield spell.
Suddenly we all go back to Marquette and everyone's starting to sound very Arab again.
Cool.
Daka Daka, Muhammad Jihad. I have been watching that film recently.
Yeah, I really should.
I know. I must admit, I just said after they were saying about dying, I did actually Google the Tabaxi death rituals. That's why I was like, I can do this.
Go for it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Aren't the Tabaxi death rituals? They just eat their owners.
Oh yeah.
Well, it depends on who's died. All it says is that of note is that very special Tabaxi are honoured by having their corpses burned to ashes and brought to the cave systems within Mount Topic. So
hot topic.
Yeah.
Highly topical.
Yeah, topic. Toppock.
Sounds a bit chocolatey and nutty to me.
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Right.
Good stuff. Right.
Well, I am going to stop there. I'm going to stop recording. Well done for surviving the Slaad attack. Interesting. And we'll see what happens next time.
Yep.
Yes.
Singorn is there in all its glory.
For now.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll stop recording.